Alright, this is going to be a Vortex Pinnacle run as a 446 Fury Warrior. Before we start, I'm going to go over my buffs. So I have 2 Hissing Runes on to increase my mastery for a total of 620. I'm also going to use a Versatility file. Get the bit up. Oh, that's I didn't mean to have that on, that alarm. But we're going to start here, see how much damage I can do. Some dude ran by when I was in Veldrack and he just handed me some fleeting potions of power, so hopefully I got the right build on. I think I do. Yep. Alright. So I'll give a bit of commentary here. So I'm going to hold my cooldowns at the very start here because he's double pulling. This Wind Bolt is spell reflectable, so if I see it casted on me, I will do that. I'll blow my cooldowns now. And I'll also use a potion. So there is an augmentation evoker in here, so the damage meters is a bit messed up, but it will give a general idea, at least compared to the other damager in here. Gonna leap out here. This one I'm gonna hang on the edge. There we go. If I got flung up there, I was ready to charge back down for a bit of extra rage generation. I'm only in an 18, so I would be able to survive that, really. And I think it's okay to play risky like that sometimes, to just help get the pack down quicker. I do have to be careful, though. I do have this cloak on, which does not have very much, any stamina at all, actually. I'm also going to be holding my Thunderous Roar here. I really hate holding cooldowns on Fury, but I think if any of them are to hold, it's that one. No, it looks like Damager wanted Lust there, but the guy didn't do it. Okay, now I pulled aggro, so I'm going to pop Soul Reflection. There it is. You see it go back. Glad I used that. And this is where the Thunderous Roar. I'm going to... There we go. A good fear. So that was kind of a bad bloodlust. We're already halfway through the pack. Now I pulled aggro. Ugh. I'm hoping that my keyboard doesn't pick up too much in the microphone, but if it does, it's no big deal. I'm just kind of starting out here on YouTube, so I'll figure it out at some point. I would like to reload my UI so my abilities are like the correct size. Like, as you can see here, it's a little small. But if I do that, then it stops logging and we can't actually see how much damage the evoker was doing, so I'll just have to deal with it for this dungeon. So really here, I'm playing around the Minstrel. I'm just kind of on a pivot around him, trying to stay behind him. Once again, I'm going to be holding Thunderous Roar for the next pull because I want to have maximum utility of the dot. Damn, just looking good. It is tyrannical, so we'll see how that boss goes. Oh, right on the corner of Sanguine. That sucks. Now keep in mind, if I were to stand in something like that, I would also use Spell Reflect because it gives a 20% damage reduction from all spell damage. So even if you're not planning on reflecting anything, it's a good idea just to pop when you're in trouble because it's good damage reduction. Another thing too, if you're playing Augmentation Evoker, you should be using Blistering Scales on the Warrior, and you only have to do it like probably 2 or 3 times a dungeon because it gives the Warrior a 3% damage buff because 10% of their armor goes directly to strength, as you can see here with Armed to the Teeth. And I have tested it before. It absolutely does convert, so you're really just kind of trolling if you don't do it. It's free damage. Oh, my dog's like howling in the background. I don't know if you're able to hear him, but hoping not. I waited until 2:30 in the morning to record this because I didn't want extra noise in the house. So this boss here too, you can spell reflect her. Oh, actually, I guess we're fine. can spell reflect a lightning bolt. So if I ever see it on myself, I ask others to not interrupt it because it's a lot of damage. So always got to keep an eye on who she's casting on. Here, this one's on me, but that got instant interrupted. That's unfortunate. One with pugs, I like to wait until the very end of the cast to use spell reflect because you never know when someone's going to interrupt. A lot of times they just don't want to read chat at all. So here I just kind of chill out. It's only an 18, so I'm really not going to be taking that much damage. There's Victory Rush just to be safe, but I really didn't have to. Just saving my interrupt in case of goes on an important target like the healer. Actually, that was just a damage herb, but it's good to get it kicked. So now my potion's coming right back up. I'm just going to use it. I just want it on cooldown. So here, it's going to go into a roar. There's my tier set I just used there. Keep on outranging this boss. It's my biggest issue in here. Haven't been able to spell reflect yet, but we'll see. Gotta be a little careful when it's opening back up. It's okay to lose a global, as long as you just don't get that massive hasty buff or die. Both are worst. Okay, here's the cast. This one might go through there. Ah, see, that's unfortunate. He just got it last second. Not a huge deal, though. Oh. Don't look at the damage meter, kids. That's what just happened to me. Oh, I just stepped in it again. I'm falling apart. Go. Now we're back into it. I'm actually going to hold cooldowns because the next pull is actually a big one, especially if you want to pull both sides of the area. And I think it's just better for the key because we'll only gain a couple seconds there if I use them. While we're waiting here, let's consult the overall damage. I'll give a quick summary of the dungeon. Tank is doing okay damage. I can't really judge this very well because Vortex Pinnacle doesn't have very much damage in it, and we have this Evoker too. But for the most part, it looks like we got a pretty good group here, so I'm expecting maybe 2 chests here. Alright, so I'm going to let that Ravager tick up a bit with the Whirlwind buff, and then I'm going to hit him with a massive roar like that. It also gives time for the Evoker to do his Breath of Eons. No overall, which is fine. There we go, there's my Bloodthirst, so everyone's got the Cold Steel Hot Blood, or whatever it's called, Gushing Wound. Big damage, over half a mil. Half a mil DPS. For an AoE cap spec at like 6, I think that's totally acceptable. I really should have these embellished pants, but I just got my last spark right before I started recording this, and I wanted to record it before I got too tired, because then I won't perform too well, so... get that interrupted. Looks like we overlapped with the DK. Make sure to stand in here. It's okay, my AoE is going to reach about to like here-ish, so I'm not too worried. Although I am going to step out now, pop Spell Reflect. I'll be fine. I'm pretty chunky. So more damage on the ads is better, because having those guys jumping around and assassinating your healer is not what you want. Although I'm not too worried about there, I just hit him with a fear, and I'm going to punch this guy. Here we go, double interrupt. Good deal. Right in Sanguine again. I think this tank's doing a little bit too much movement, but it's not horrible. I still have my Enrage Regeneration if I ever need a defensive, so dungeon's going good here. I'm hoping for a Spell Reflect on this pack, because it gets a little overwhelming. Oh, we got the other side, it looks like. Is he pulling him in? So you try to keep this buff up. I'm just going to keeping it to like 5 or 7 stacks. Alright, big cooldown time. Here we go. I've got a Bloodthirst. Everyone's got the debuff. I pulled aggro. It's fine. Spell Reflect. Alright, now we just perform the rotation. Cyclone's going off. Can't have that. Good thing the DK used his breath. Or Frostworm's Fury, whatever it's called. Nobody cares. He's playing Frost DK. It's kind of lame. If you've seen my tier list video, you know how I feel about them. Yeah, so the item level of people in here is actually quite high for an 18. I bet, I kind of doubt anyone in here this is going to be their best key, but I'm here for content, they're in here for who knows what. Probably the necklace. would be my guess. I say the necklace. There's actually like 5 of them in here. Or the cape. Alright, enough of that. So this route is going to be skipping the dragon. Which I am a fan of it, because I think the dragon just kind of gets in the way. Unless you have a really powerful group. Actually, in a group like this, I think it would be okay to actually pull the dragon and this pack here on the bridge, or whatever this is. So this guy's just giving me good cooldown reduction. I'll have pretty much everything up for this pack. I'll give time for the evoker to get his buffs out. It's going to be great timing. So here we go. Recklessness, and then here's the other 2. If there's any tips I would like to give to aspiring Fury Warriors, it would be to not keybind everything together. I know a lot of people tell you to, but I'm just not a fan of it. I find myself time and time again just so thankful that I have the free will to pop Recklessness and Ravager and my Racial and Avatar and Dragon's Roar and my Trinket all separately. It's just so nice. So I'll have a little drink here. This would be a good time to eat or rebuff, but I didn't die at all. Actually, nobody's died, so we're in a pretty good spot. Now, there's nothing too fancy you can do on this boss, aside from just paying attention to which way the wind is blowing. A good way to think about it is that the room is split up into halves, like this way and this way. So I can stand over here and get the buff, but if the winds start going right to left, I'll still have the buff. So you never really want to be on the half. You want to be... Actually, I just went to the wrong side. Here's another tech. You can jump like that for quick things. No lust, so I think that means I'm going to hold my trinket. Alright, now my cooldowns are back. Here we go. Nice little movement here. Cooldowns, Dragon Roar, and my Cloak proc there too, so I'm going to have quite a bit of mastery. Quite a bit of mastery. So here it's going to flip, and I'm going to jump in here and then leap out. Actually, I didn't need to leap there, but oh, he does want Bloodlust. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, that's not good. We just lost out on a Bloodlust. We'll try again in about 4 minutes. This guy just has so much health. I'll just pot next time Recklessness is up if we're not gonna Bloodlust. Should have used it earlier, but oh well. Not perfect. There we go. I really should have that keybinded. I don't know why I don't. I have everything else keybinded. Now, another talent I would highly recommend for players who are struggling in these dungeons. As you can see, I'm not the best at dodging every mechanic. I stand in some stuff, but it's fine because I take the Bitter Immunity talent, and what it does, it basically acts like a stone skin for the Dwarf Racial. Not only does it give you, it's like a second victory rush, but it also purifies, like, I don't even know what it is. It's some stuff like poisons or something, diseases. It's definitely a good thing to have. So I'm just gonna hop here because I'm not out of melee range. It's really no point. Victory rush here for a bit of health, and just take him down. Leap over to the tornado to get over there quicker. All right. Well, damage wasn't amazing there, but it's fine. I'll make up for it on the last boss. He's got quite a few spell reflex you can get away with. Oh, Steel Obliteration build. Ugh, I'm not a fan. I like breath more. Also, I got a bit of downtime here. Ooh, barely got that interrupt. This here is my tier set over here. Obviously, this is my enrage timer. It's not that important anymore. You'd have 100% uptime. Obviously, this is a rage bar. And this here is my whirlwind counter. So this is 4, this is 3. There's no difference. I accidentally deleted the 4th one, but it doesn't matter that much. So 4, 3, this is 2. That's 1 remaining. And then once it goes away, you know, obviously I don't have it, so I have to whirlwind again. It's not the best, but it gets the job done. Oof, I need to start paying attention more. So it looks like my potion will be back up for Assad, which is good. You can also spell reflect the lightning last year on this guy, so you don't have to run into the triangle. It doesn't actually do any damage, but it's more of an immunity. So if you want to show off to your friends, you can use that there. DK's giving me a run for my money. So now that this pack's wrapped up, I also want to mention that you can spell reflect these mobs too, and it does quite a bit of damage. It's like 150k-ish. So I'm just going to run in here below my cooldowns because, as I said before, I'm a huge fan of just press the cooldowns, ask questions later. So there we go. I just reflected for almost 100,000, which is a third of these guys' health. Free damage just lying there. I'm going to try to get a good bloodthirst. There we go. Get in front of this guy. And this will be cleaned up pretty quickly. I don't think there's really no point to skip these guys. Especially if you have like a Death Knight or something. Unless the key is like absurdly high. In which this case it's only an 18, so it's not. I'm actually going to hold the cooldowns here for just a second. There you go, get that out, and also wait for the other two to fear here. There we go. And Dragon Roar. Big Dragon Roar into a big Bloodthirst with the Hurricane buff. Nice. That worked out pretty well. And I'll have Recklessness up for the next pack too, alongside Ravager. Keep stacking up this buff. It's going to be big next pull. A little bit of overleak there. Okay, I got aggro, and I'm dead. Alright, that wasn't the best. This guy's probably not going to res me. I'll just have to wait. That sucks. Classic Fury Warrior. Run in there and pulling extra stuff. That res does come in clutch. I do feel like a bit of an idiot, though, because now I lost the Evoker buff there, too. So that's on me. I'm going to Spell Reflect. And there it is. I don't have to worry about the triangle. He's just going to stand there and cast that. Here's the rally, interrupt that. And I'll just shout here. It's whatever. I mean, I could save it for next pack, but I want it up for Assad. It's unfortunate that rally went off, but it's not going to make or break the key. We'll still have the 2 chests with it. Really just want to focus this guy down. Don't want him standing in the Sanguine. Actually, I'll finish this guy off so the Sanguine isn't nearby while he's channeling. There we go. Alright, cool stuff. And he brought him over anyways. Good job, tank. Man, it really fell off in the second half of this dungeon. Pop me a Parasol here. I mean, I could leap, but it's better just to have it off cooldown. So if you jump here, there's a pretty good chance it'll deploy like that. Don't have to worry about fall damage. And just shred these guys real quick. Pop that Spell Reflect again. Big damage. And I'll have Avatar up for pull, which means we'll have Bloodlust and Potion and pretty much everything. He's going to drink. Unless this guy doesn't read. He doesn't read. It's fine. We don't need it. So, big thing here is that you can stand inside of your teammate's Lightning Lash to Spell Reflect it for like 200k damage. Like the Chain Lightning, like this. So I'm going to stand right here. There we go. That just did 318,000, and you can hit pretty much all of them, so it's a good deal there. I'm going to keep my Frenzy buff up, and then just come here and cleave, like that. Jump. That's good, weak aura. I'm planning on leaping in there, so we'll give that a second. I like to go right when it hits about you, then come over. There we go. And right in time for my cooldowns to come back. Here's another Lightning Lash. It's fine, I can just stand here with it. Another Spell Reflect. Big damage here. You can see Spell Reflect's doing 6% of my damage. That is insane for an ability that's mainly defensive. So I'll get this jump off and cleave. I can't get in that one, so I'll just steer clear. Alright, I'm expecting another lash here soon. There's an ad. I'm just going to leave it alone. Slash. There we go. Right inside. Perfect. Okay. Keep that frenzy buff up on the boss. Blow more cooldowns. I'm gonna rally. Looks like the party's pretty low in health. Actually, apparently I missed the jump there. I would disagree, but... Here we go. Oh, I was facing the wrong way. That's unfortunate. So we're gonna be in execute phase here in just a second. There we go. I'll let that guy go. He ran too far out. Not worth running out like that. I mean, really, you should be telling your teammates that you're planning on doing it about halfway through. So he's not gonna bring the boss over. Good. Make sure to jump. Finish this guy off. Get the spell reflect in. Boom. Big damage. Big deeps. Finish the boss at 150. And that's it. That's Vortex Pinnacle 18. Finished at 183. I've done better before. I can put that up for roll if anyone really wants it. I kind of doubt it though. And yeah, there it is. So actually, I'm going to try to pull up the logs, see if I got them. Give me a quick second here. We'll see the real numbers. Here. Logs and this one. Ta-da. Whew, I need to clear that log. That's a big one. Let me see if I can switch this. I want to change this to... I should leave that there. Oh, come on, log. You're taking too long to upload. Hearthstone under here while we're waiting. Go to view report and let me switch my recording window over. Need to have a hotkey for this here. And then I hide this. Oh no. Hold on. Move this up. It's turning into a disaster. There we go. Perfect. Alright, sorry about that. So here we go. Here's the overall. That was a 99 parse for the key level. Check the ranking there. That was by... How does this work here? I don't know. Doesn't matter. So actually, this is... I'll get this quick misconception out of the way. So the parse percent here is telling you how much compared to the rest of your spec of how good that key level was. So for Fury Warriors, running a Vortex 18 is in the top 30%, and then so on and so forth. So you can see that it's pretty good for identifying meta spec. So, you know, Fury isn't the best right now, so that's not too good. Or it's a pretty good parse, but here on the Evoker, where the only things they really run is like 30s, it's pretty low. And then this here is for the amount of damage you did for keys that have been logged in that level. So, I mean, obviously you saw me die there. It wasn't my finest key, but still pulled out a 99. I'll take it. This DK here looks like he did decent. And this guy wasn't amazing, but he had good utility and stuff. Let's check the healing too. Good bits of healing here. I don't know what I did. My healing parses are usually pretty low. So yeah, that's about it. We missed a Bloodlust too. That's not the best. But yeah, that wraps that up. It was a good run. I'm gonna try to make some crazy clickbait thumbnail about 183k DPS in Vortex Pinnacle. But I'll forget to mention that we have a augmentation evoker. I'll cut him out of the screenshot there. All right. Well, aside from that, thank you for watching. If you've even made it this far, had fun commentating. If you enjoyed, leave a like. Tell me if you want more. I could definitely perform better. I know that much. Maybe I can run a higher key. I can run a lower key. If you want help, you can add my Discord. My handle is just Ringee. That's it, Ringee. You can also add me on Blizzard. I'll put that in the description below. And yeah, have a good one.